Work is set to begin this summer on the Taff Trail route, which runs through Hailey Park in Llandaff North after years of consultation since Cardiff Council's plans to widen and redirect the path were first announced in 2019. Cardiff Council confirmed this week that the Welsh Government have approved funding for the scheme, which will cost approximately £700,000, with work set to begin in August of this year. The Council's proposed changes will see the path running along the river in the park widened and then realigned to run adjacent to Mary Street above the tennis courts. The northern section of the path would also be realigned to avoid a narrow section that cuts through the trees separating the sports pitches in the centre of the park. However, since plans were announced, residents and groups such as Friends of Hailey Park and Cardiff Cycle City have expressed their concerns with the proposal. I spoke to a member of Cardiff Cycle City last week who told me the issues he and his group have with the council's scheme.
Well, as you can see, there's a children's playground right here, and the path will be going just along here, a wider path with cyclists going possibly a lot faster than they do right now. The other thing is that the path is, as the council are proposing, is going to cut a 4 metre wide piece of tarmac through some unspoilt green spaces in the park. The construction of the cycleway is going to cause more disruption with contractors, vehicles and heavy machinery being brought in. In Hailey Park, we've already had an issue with the pumping station construction, which has caused a lot of anger, I'd say, with local residents about just the disruptive nature of it, but also the noise and the permanent kind of scar it will leave on the park.
Cardiff Cycle City had suggested an alternative to the council's proposal, which would see the path on the opposite side of the park changed to help links with the nearby school. The council, however, have now committed to their own proposal, which, Dan believes, may not even improve walkers' and cyclists' experience in the park.
Welsh Government have allocated over £700,000 to the scheme, and it's going to deliver very little, if anything. People who cycle through this park a lot will probably continue to use the existing path, which will mean that the conflict that this scheme was supposed to address will continue. So that's the main driver for the project originally, isn't there. The path that they're proposing to put in, it won't have segregated space for cyclists and pedestrians, so you'll still have people mixing, people with dogs, people on bikes, in the same space, and potentially the cyclists will be going faster because it's newer and wider tarmac, and that's kind of the way that some people react to that kind of infrastructure.
Despite listening to the concerns of local residents, the council have ultimately decided to begin work on the Taff Trail this summer, ensuring residents that the changes will provide a greener and healthier way of moving around the park.